Welcome in, welcome in. What's up, Melissa? Hola. Welcome in, everybody. Happy either Friday or Saturday for you, depending on where you are in the world. So, this is where we started, right? Perfect. Yep. Today's live, guys, is it's going to be an hour long. So we'll end up doing one group of free people and one group of super chatters. But of course, while we go ahead and allow the first group of super chatters to formulate, we're going to go ahead and do all of the people who super chatted on my last stream that were guaranteed to be the first answered on this stream. Alrighty, so here's the breakdown of how to get a live reading with me on YouTube. So at 30-minute spans of time, like 30-minute chunks of time, I will do free people only. And then during that time, anybody that super chats, they will all be put into a specific category where after I'm done with that 30 minutes of free tarot, I go into the guaranteed people. So if you're somebody that wants your reading to 100% be guaranteed, answered, no shadow of a doubt, you can go ahead and super chat. Super chatting is a feature on TikTok, or it's a feature on YouTube where you're able to send a creator a certain amount of money that you like to exchange. I use it for tarot to promise a certain amount of cards and minutes, etc., put into your spread for the amount you would like to send. My guaranteed readings start at $1 and go up from there. To see the breakdown of that, if you click on the description of this live, it's going to pull up that grid I created. Okay, so we're gonna first start with these. Let me lower it a little bit too. Excuse me. We're gonna go ahead and start with the 11 people I left off with on my last stream. Then we'll do about 30 minutes of free people, and then we'll go into who all the super chatters are. I will let you guys know when I do last call on super chatting. So we'll go ahead and start. Number 1 from our last live stream was 𝗪𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗢𝗧. Alrighty, and your question was, after meeting, are they moving forward in the after you guys meet, are you gonna move forward in this connection? And remember, guys, these are recorded. So if you ever want to go back and see your portion of the reading again, you're able to after it has ended. All right, is Lindsay going to be meeting and then moving forward in this connection? So I see the masculine probably already made this move since you requested this reading. Right now, there does not feel like there's pressure for either one to make a decision. Like, you guys are just really flowing and you're allowing this to stay more present. You just wanted confirmation from their actions, from their words, that this isn't for nothing, that you are on the same page. And I see that Spirit's showing you guys are going to develop and move forward with this connection. All the decisions that have been made have been divinely guided, as so. Alrighty. Number two is the Storytime Kitchen. She actually became a member. And if you become a member of my channel during my live streams, you receive a general pool. You receive a Law of Attraction card pool. Alrighty. The Storytime Kitchen. What is your current law of attraction? What is your current law of attraction? Alrighty, so you're taking it step by step. Right now, I see your law of attraction is you're realizing you can't make everybody happy. You have to stick to your inner truth. And remember, when you are on the right path, there's always going to be little blocks on the way. But it's about facing that fear, taking one step at a time. Seeing who's ever worth it is going to be somebody that communicates back with you too. Your law of attraction is very high vibrational. You're not staying focused in the future. You're preparing. You're allowing yourself to, what I'm seeing is you're taking some leaps of faith recently that you're being rewarded for. So your law of attraction is high vibrational. They want you to continue to allow yourself to make these moves and know that, yes, everything's changing, but it's because it's time to move. Okay. Number 3 was Mario. And you put a general pull down for love. Alrighty. Let's see. What is going on regarding your love life right now? There we go. Alright, currently you're ready to speak an inner truth, or I think you did speak an inner truth to somebody, and it maybe didn't go the way you expected. You kind of feel like you're being left in limbo, and you're wondering what's going to happen next. I feel that you guys, Spirit, show me there is a sensitive conversation that's coming that may lead to both people just realizing this connection. It's best to know that the time you served together was special, but you're not healthy to be in each other's life. The next steps forward, Spirit is showing me, like, regarding this connection is you probably have chosen to go separate ways since you even requested this reading. And this is going to be more a confirmation for you that really was what had to end in 2025 before anything else could really transfer into 2026. This was something that had to stay in 2025. Alrighty. Number 4, yesterday, or last stream, was the story. You want to know, is everything going to work out staying at that home? Spirits wanting you to know, is everything going to work out if you're staying at that home? So, what I'm hearing is you for a while have been, wherever you are living, it feels like it's just comfortable. Like you know that there's something else you're meant to do. You're meant to separate from this energy. Something Spirits want me to tell you is you can only heal so much in a place where you experience trauma. And sometimes our ego and etc. just believes, oh, I'm playing it safe. I know this. I stay here. Everything will be fine. In reality, your guides are telling you, it's time to move forward from this. Like there's a divine intervention happening where I see that however long you need to stay here, there's a little bit more time. But in 2026, there's going to be a new opportunity. I see that you're already have probably made the decision since requesting this reading that you're done with whatever this space is. Spirit is letting you know you're making the right decision and everything is going to work out, like with you moving forward in your life, not staying in the same place. The only thing that wants you to stay there is the fear, is the ego. All right, number 5 from last time was Angel Aura 2222. And we are here to give you a general career reading. What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? All right, you're in a brand new, fresh time. Spirit is saying you are to be a sponge. You are to allow yourself to see that all these new opportunities that you are skilled for, that you are ready for, are about to put you in this position though where you are gonna, like, you're for the first time in forever going to be like truly feel like you are learning, not teaching people, and you are ready for it. I hear you're just ready to be a sponge. They're saying right now the energy you should be holding with this new career opportunity or this promotion that you have received is being the sponge, hearing everything. Nobody's expecting you to know how to do everything, even though whatever you have been promoted or upgraded to does show deep responsibility. You still have a whole stage of learning how to do this next part. And Spirit says, just be a sponge. Don't stay in your head. Don't think everybody's perfecting or expecting you to be perfect in the beginning. But there is a great expansion that you are more than ready for. Okay. Number 6. Number 6 was Denise is for you, and you wanted a general pull. Got you. General pull for you. Let's see. All right, right now, this is definitely a love reading. You feel like you've been trying in the past to figure out a way to meet up with somebody, but it's like your schedules kept clashing. Right now, you guys have met, or you've given it your all. Like, within the time of you requesting this reading, I see an expansion has happened between you two, and you're wanting to know, is this staying? Is this staying? Is this something that's meant for your 2026 and beyond? And Spirit says, yes, this is something where you both are ready to proceed together. This relationship, it's meant to work out. Both of your freedom of will, your decisions I see you're making align with being healthy partners in each other's life. Yes, you'll go through your trials and tribulations like the most healthiest relationships are supposed to. But it wasn't that you two before were trying to deflect getting to know each other or meet up. This really was a divine intervention. That's why things always seem to not be able to make it in the nick of time. But just as that used to be the way that Spirit guarded your connection, now they're going to make everything be able to align with you too. Work schedules, your morals, your needs, your wants, your status, everything is to be aligned with this person and build a better structure in each other's life. Alrighty. Number 7. Number 7 is Lady D. Okay. And you wanted a general love pull. You want a general love pull. What do I got for you, my friend? Right now, I see there's a connection that Spirit says you guys are working through right now, but it's not over. You're in separation from God. As soon as I start channeling your connection, my throat is like really tightening up. What I'm seeing right now is Spirit showing you're in separation with somebody you deeply love. This doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. This could be like a family member, etc. But Spirit is showing me you are to have another conversation. This is something that's going to be fixed, but right now there is a lot of reflection. There is a lot of separation for further growth. But Spirit is letting you know, I see that your love reading, it really does feel more about something that's familial or like a friendship, like a found family member, that this separation for further growth is deeply necessary. We don't only just separate for further growth with like a divine or romantic connections. We do with our family members and our friends as well. All right. Amy RN 8325. You are here for a general pull. You are here for a general pull. What do we got for you? All right, so Spirit is saying that you are somebody that's willing to talk about the sore subjects. You are not afraid of being the villain in somebody else's story, if that means it comes from a person that is not willing to self-reflect. Sometimes being the villain in somebody else's story actually shows you truly how loyal you are to your timeline, how loyal you are to the people who are meant to be in your life, that you're willing to be seen low by others. We should never care about what people think about us, right? But it's like impossible to not at least worry that your actions and how you're treating others isn't going to affect your life, right? Because sometimes what I'm trying to say right now is that, like, a lot of times when people are afraid to stand up for themselves, it's not that they don't care about being liked by that person. They're afraid of a repercussion. They're afraid that something's going to be taken away from work, or if somebody's a spiritual person, they may think it messes with their law of attraction, when that's not the case at all. It's not about wanting to be liked. That's not what you care about. So what I'm hearing is Spirit's promoting you to really, what I'm hearing is bring back being your own boss. Did you used to have a certain job and maybe you've been starting to feel like you need to go back to something that you used to do that was stable, but it felt like your heart, your soul was out of it? You know, Spirit is definitely showing me that you are right at this finish line with whatever your new career or etc. is. If you're having your own business, if this is a form of like freelancing work, you are right there before you get your big break. And this is not a time to cave. This is a time to push forward. Alrighty. All right, number 9, Brenda Moore. You wanted to know, you're going to have a podcast, and you want to know, will it help other people with their shadows? Is this podcast going to help other people with their shadows? So Spirit says, here's the thing. It absolutely will, but the thing you are to focus on is it helping you with your shadow. For you to promote other people to do the work, Spirit says align with it. And it's not that I'm feeling like you're being a hypocrite or energy like that. What I'm saying is you are doing the work. There's a reason that your podcast is already reaching people that it is. If you continue to align with your message, my friend, it is going to help other people. People can feel it within. When somebody knows what they're talking about from experience or from reading it from a book, you know, the energy, you can just feel somebody where it's like they've lived this, and because they lived this, I can trust them. I can trust that they have pure intentions on guiding others to break through these barriers. Your podcast is already kicking a lot of people's like shadows to work. Spirit wants you to continue to not be afraid of talking about the sensitive topics, but always making sure your presentation doesn't overspeak your word. The way you're going to continue to help others is not by doing things the same as everybody else. Your podcast is being supported in the divine. This is something that's meant to expand to as many people as your mission and your purpose and your message are supposed to help. You just can't quit. All right, number 10 is Jen Ray, 1079. And you wanted a mediumship reading. You're wondering, what past person is now in your spirit team? What past person is now in your spirit team? Well, it's definitely a male force, but it was a masculine that was very in touch with their feminine nature, so their nurture, their compassion, their sympathy. They were somebody that, it feels like there's two, excuse me, this is crazy. My throat has not been like this at all today until I got into channeling with you guys. A lot of people here, their throat chakras are feeling very closed. There's two energies here in this mediumship reading. There is a grandfather energy, but then there's also this form of like a big brother. Maybe somebody who died very unexpectedly. Maybe this is like a best friend, or this could be a cousin, or very well a big brother. But what I hear is this big brother is your Archangel Raphael. Okay, he is a protector who is right in front center of you. He faces head on energy, people and things from this plane of existence. He divinely protects you from. Your grandfather, this grandfather energy is your Archangel Michael. He is a protector from unseen forces, from things beyond this existence, and he's always floating above you. Both of these people want you to know that what I'm hearing is there are probably many people in your family that aren't here in a physical body anymore. Because I'm seeing you've had to take on a lot of responsibility, but beyond like even being a parent or anything, like there's an emotional responsibility. Like you're the one that people look at instantly when a torch was like passed down to you without you ever even wanting to accept it. So your energy in life has always been taking care of others. This is something that developed way into your adulthood. In spirit, these two protectors, they're wanting you to know it's okay for you to embrace your feminine energy now. And that has nothing to do with your gender. That means your nurture, your compassion, your sympathy, giving that torch to somebody else. I feel like there's a masculine, there's a relationship, there's a masculine romantic partner in your life that if these two men were alive, you would ask straight up what you feel. If there's anybody you would care about their opinion, it would be these two. And I hear they're giving you a green light with this person. Okay? And you're going to see signs. Like this big brother energy, he definitely brings you butterflies. He definitely brings you butterflies and bees. And this grandpa energy, it feels more like there's something about still water. Was he somebody, and I'm seeing like, I'm seeing a sailboat. I'm seeing somebody that's able to go on the water because it's a nice open cloudy sky. The water's not too crazy. It seems like with your grandpa, being close to water always makes you deeply connected to him. But yes, these are the two that are calling out from your spirit team right now. All right, number 11, 𝗟𝗓𝗓. You wanted a general pull. Let's see what I got for you, my friend. What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? You know, you feel like there's been a divine intervention regarding a romantic connection as well. You're wondering if saying your truth is going to ruin this connection, and it will. This is what Spirit's wanting to remind you. When something's truly meant for you, speaking your mind, telling your inner truth is not going to ruin it. It's going to strengthen it. If it is a fragile connection, if it's something that doesn't actually sit on any true soul, it will crumble. And even though it hurts, that is a divine intervention. This energy in your life right now, I see it as moving forward. Like love is in your ballpark. You are ready. There's no longer needing to stay in the dugouts, okay? Spirit is letting you know right now, going into 2026 as we are, furthering, there is a connection that the divine intervention is keeping you two together. You've done your separation for further growth. Both of you know what you desire going forward in this life and are not about playing games with each other. You will play the game of life together, but with each other, you are teammates. Alrighty. So that was it for the guaranteed super chatters. I'm going to give 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes, and this is last call for super chatters, okay? So if you would like, no shadow of a doubt, for your name to be put on the list to get your reading before I get off this live stream, go ahead and send a super chat. I'm going to go ahead right now and notate who we have, but we are doing last call for super chatters. Let's see. All right, number 1 is Roxanne. All right, number 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4. Roxanne, I see that you sent a couple. Thank you for that. I'm going to tally them all together and see what it comes to. So that comes to about 8. So you'll get a general pull for that, my friend. All right, then number 2 is Sadie Parker. Got you. All right, number 3, that is 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗪. All right, got you down. Number 4, the story time. All right, I see you sent the equivalent for a general energy pull and love, okay? Number 5, that's Igna. Alrighty. Number 6 is Billy Marie. Got you down. All right, number 7. Number 7. That's Ian Wallish. Got you. All right, number 8. All right, Arian, I see you sent another one, but that's both going to be equivalent to the being a general pull, so I will combine those two together. Alrighty, and then we have Amber. What's up, homie? Good to see you. Alrighty, got you listed. All right, number 9 is Shirley Faith. Alrighty. So you guys got 5 minutes left at 10:10 p.m. Eastern time. That will be the cutoff for the guaranteed super chatters for today's live stream. Anybody after that who super chats will be guaranteed answered in my next live stream right at the beginning. And remember, guys, these are recorded. So if you would like to go back and see your reading portion, or if you ever super chat and you get it answered on the next live stream, even if you're not there, you can see when the recording uploads, and right in the beginning, that is where you will see your answer. Alrighty. And then I will go ahead also and do about, I think I'm gonna do 15 minutes of free people today, okay? We're gonna do 15 minutes of free people today since it's a short live. The longer lives we always do about 30 minutes, but today we're gonna do 15 minutes of free people, and we're gonna start that now, okay? So at 10:20 p.m. Eastern time, that's gonna be the cutoff for the free readings. And 5 more minutes cut off for the super chatter guaranteed readings, okay? Alrighty. Story time. If you're talking about the one you did last live stream, if you scroll in the beginning, I did yours. I did that one. That was one of the ones that I first did. It was probably before you got here. Anything that you have sent here, remember it's $10. What I see right now that you have sent is okay. The question you're asking. The question you're asking for way too much on a general reading, okay? I'm going to go ahead and tell you what they are telling me. If you want me to go this deep, my friend, and I genuinely mean this, you need to reach out to me to schedule a personal reading. I gave a lot and a lot and a lot in that first one, okay? I am going to tell you what is authentic. If you're wanting me to get that deep with all these other energies around, and I've said this before, but I will continue to remind you guys. Look at the description of the live. It's going to tell you the exact questions that you're not allowed to ask, and the intensity of the question, like something like this, it's not going to be in that category, my friend. I'm just saying this so we can be clear going forward, okay? And I don't really even like spending the time on these lives talking about this, but I see that you're continuously putting it in my chat, so I'm going to address it. If you would like to go, and after you're done seeing this answer, go in the beginning of this stream. That one you requested from the last one has been answered. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to be timing you out. All right, let's go ahead and start. All right, Marie, you're a Leo. Russell Aquarius, he confessed his feelings recently, wondering if he was authentic and realized a soul tie. Thanks. Let's see. Was it authentic and you realize your soul tie? Okay, I do see that the spirit shows me that this is a balanced connection, that this is authentic. I wouldn't say he really even understands what the word soul tie is, but he definitely, spirit is showing me what his equivalent of what he would feel with that energy. It's a yes. He feels that you're something so different that this is something that's worth going full force with. That there's an unspoken reason for your connection, but it really doesn't matter because he loves you for, he loves you in a way he's never loved anybody before. So Spirit is saying this was authentic. Anna, you would like to know, will you get a happy thing in your life this month? Is something positive going to happen to you this month? Is something positive going to happen to you this month? Is something positive going to happen to you this month? Spirit says a lot of pressure has been taken off of your shoulders. And right now, you're just something that is, I'm saying is going to become positive this month is your ability to see who's willing to meet you halfway and who has to have more barriers in your life. It's still work. It still can feel uncomfortable at moments, but it's also deeply relieving. This month, you're going to feel closer to certain people after I hear quite a bit of having to just stay in the motion of purging. Spirit is definitely saying, continue to put yourself first and don't let others get in the way of you avoiding your intuition or second guessing yourself. All right, we have officially done the cutoff for the guaranteed super chatters. Let's go ahead and see who has answered since then, or who has added themselves since then. So we ended up with Shirley Faith, or General. All right, number 10. Number 10 is Lindsay. Alrighty. Number 11, that is Tiffany. Right. Amber, thank you for joining the membership. I'll give you a law of attraction pull for that. Alrighty. That's it for the guaranteed super chatters. Anybody else after this point who super chats will be guaranteed to be answered on my next live stream. Alrighty. Do a couple more free people, and then we'll get into the next group of super chatters. All right, Erica, you're a Cancer. Will you figure out why you keep dreaming of the same person? Will you figure out why you keep dreaming of the same person? It looks like both of you you both see the small differences in each other, the things that nobody else notices. It feels like both people have been dreaming about each other. I would say that these messages are because Spirit's telling both of you to take the pressure off of the fear of talking to each other. Like there's something that's meant to come, like the waves are meant to come back. I feel like the wind that's being exchanged between you two. It's like time to speak up. Many people are going to be happy for this connection, and Spirit also don't want you to be prepared that you can't make everybody happy. There are going to be certain people that you love dearly where this actually really upset for some reason. But what Spirit is showing me is it's more about what I'm hearing is why certain people feel like they're not going to understand this connection is because there's a level of control they want to still have in your life. But if you have somebody else, things can become a lot more transparent. Like the way you've been treated and how friendships, like even if it's a specific friendship or something, like how it's been handled in your life for so long. Spirit definitely is letting you know both of you have been dreaming about each other. And Spirit is saying that it's actually time to break the no contact. I feel a masculine reaching out. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Kaylee, you are an Aquarius. Will you get to speak with your person soon? Will you get to speak with your person soon? Who's a Cancer? I do see a masculine that knows he has to give it his all. He has to face his inner demons. In the past, he wasn't ready. He couldn't take it day by day. He was living too much in the past. But now there's been these small differences. They've really done the work. You know, I do see this person's going to be reaching out to you soon. It doesn't feel like this is something you you need to face a shadow for, okay? But when this person does come in, you're going to see a significant change. You're going to not only hear their words, you're going to feel their vibration and know that this is something that's meant to go right. Alrighty. Okay. Jessica, you're a Virgo. You would like to know, why does your ex say he wants to come back, but he has someone, and you also have someone? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Here's the thing. You guys lived a very big part of your life, like a very a pivotal part of your life together. This could have been one of your first loves. What I'm hearing is there's a level of comfort that you two have with each other, that even though your just go with me, even though your connection, it really does show that this is something where you both of your lives have really been able to flourish, not being obsessed with this connection. But for a very long part of your life, you were meant to learn together. You were mirrors for each other. And you've seen his dark and still accepted it. And there's been people that only could see his light. You are one of the only people, after a lot of reflection, he ever felt like he could be his full true self with. And he's not really ready to completely let go of you. Like, there's a part of him that wants to have this ability to kind of like maybe hold faith that he can win you back when he wants. And this energy feels more karmic than anything else. The reason is because there's a sense of fear of nobody else really being able to know who he is. I mean, yes, the feelings he has for you are true, but they're not for the reasons you would want to be with somebody. I mean, that is something I feel within you. You don't want somebody to be with you because you feel that, or they feel that you just accept all of them. It should be because they love you and they cherish you and want to provide for you, want to be able to like take away your pain and transmute with you as well, not just also one self-focused. The reason is because they are a cycle repeat in your life. They are a mirror. And Spirit is saying, if the connection you are with right now, if who you are with is really, truly important to you, it may be best that you don't have any communication with this ex. That's a conversation for you and your partner to have, or etc. But it could be a test. It could be a test. Alrighty. Alright, so now we're going to go into the guaranteed super chatters, alright? So, I'm going to go ahead and list off your name associated to your number. Please listen. That's the order of how the readings will be given. Number 1 is Roxanne. Number 2 is Sadie Parker. Number 3 is Arenium. Number 4 is The Story Time. Number 5 is Igna. Number 6 is Billy Marie. Number 7 is Ian. Number 8 is Amberly. Number 9 is Shirley Faith. Number 10 is Lindsley. Number 11 is Tiff. And number 12 is Amber's Law of Attraction poll for becoming a member during the live stream. Give me 1 second. I just need to blow my nose really quick. I'm going to mute it so you guys won't have to hear it. Alrighty. Perfect. Alrighty, let's do this, guys. We're going to switch now to tarot. And scroll on up. Alright, Roxanne. Let's go ahead and give you a general pull. I'm feeling pulled to talk about, like, love in your life. They're wanting me to say that specific way to love in your life. So maybe it's not necessarily romantic love. Do you feel like your heart is being pulled in two different directions? Yeah, okay. This is I see. Alright, so the two people your heart are being pulled in is, there is a lover, but then there's a friend or like a sister energy that, I don't know why there's a conflict of interest, but it's like, you're like, why can't everybody just get along? And there is something where, like, there has to be another chance given, or not even a chance. There has to be the ability to all meet together and put the egos down. There is the ability for, what I'm saying is on the masculine side, they would be willing to try to meet this person halfway. But the friendship or the sister, that energy, whatever this is being stubborn. And it feels like they have nothing to hold on to. So the one little piece, the one little strain of rope they feel like they have tightening this connection, they're holding on to for dear life. Spirit's wanting you to know that it takes everybody meeting halfway. No matter how, if there's 3 people in this dynamic and 2 are wanting to make something work, if there's one that is making that push, there's a time when you realize you have to pick your own energy and let go of what is trying to destroy your happiness for own personal gain. Even if that person's, like, people don't have to be evil to do bad things to you. That's another thing I try to help people understand. You know, somebody can be a good person and do something bad to you. Because human beings are not black and white. Human beings are a whole spectrum. Alrighty. Number 2 is Sadie Parker. And you sent in Gotcha. Alrighty. Let's see what we got for you. Law of attraction pull. What are you needing to know more than anything else as we speak? Spirit is saying that you must remember, even though you have a kind heart, even though you love to give, and there are plenty of people who will cherish your help, your kindness, that doesn't mean everybody will. There are certain people. Have you ever read that book, You Give a Mouse a Cookie? Or Give a Moose? Give a Mouse a Cookie. Gosh, I can't remember exactly as it goes right now. But basically, the energy of it is that certain times, sometimes when you just help people and they don't have to do anything, it can be taken advantage of. I'm not saying that people have to go above and beyond and, like, you can't just do things selflessly, of course. But there's always an energy about a person, if things have been handed to them throughout their life, they just kind of expect people to do things for them. Versus a person who has really had to work hard and appreciates bounce, give and take, and etc. You can feel within a soul if they're truly appreciative or not. And to make life decisions that are going to benefit you, it seems that you're starting to pull away from overgetting. You're understanding just, like, literally energy exchange so much more now in your life. That people are energy vampires, okay? And good people can be energy vampires. Like those individuals where you know they have a kind heart, you know that they don't really have any ill will towards you, but they can suck the life from talking. Like talking about themselves, talking about things so negatively, and staying focused on distractions. Being around that energy, it pulls, it pulls, it pulls, it pulls. So Spirit says you're knowing when to cut yourself off. And you're knowing who you should be honoring, going above and beyond for, but never underestimating the power of your intuition. Alrighty. Number three. That is 𝗟𝗓𝗙. All right, so you sent the equivalent for a general pull, my friend. So you're going to receive a general law, or you're going to receive a general love reading. Let's see. What is Spirit letting you know regarding your general energy and love right now as we speak? Spirit says something's growing closer. There's a connection that if you wouldn't go forward with it, it would be stagnation. Like, there's a connection that's entered your life now, and it's meant to progress forward in 2026. This energy is somebody who maybe to like the outside world, he could be kind of stoic, but to you, there's like, it's like when it's just you two, there's a whole different version of them that comes out. This is a connection that's meant to thrive, my friend. You're going into 2026 with a strong love that's building into something more. Alrighty. Alright, the story time. He said, please tell me as much as possible about that purpose and outcome of this connection. And no contact, very confused. You said somehow it would shift in April. Will my feelings ever be reciprocated? Alright, so I do remember that you're who I was just speaking with earlier. I want to make sure that you are being heard, you're being seen. And I'm going to do something I normally do not do, okay? I'm going to go ahead and answer this question, but I need you to know I have answered your question before, whether it was on the last live stream and you didn't see it, or etc. I know when I've given a reading and when I haven't. I know that you've given before. I know you just became a member. I appreciate all of that. Alrighty? So, this is the one and only time I am going to answer this question when it's not the equivalent of my energy exchange. This is a balance give and take. Alrighty? So, Spirit wants you to know, what is the purpose of this connection? What is Spirit needing you to know regarding this connection more than anything else as we speak? Something Spirit is letting me know to tell you is you are releasing yourself from distractions. Okay? This is a connection where you want it to happen faster than it is supposed to. There is still more to this connection. Right now, if you were in each other's life, there would be a sense of an ending. You're not prepared for each other. Something Spirit's wanting me to let you know is there is something with impulsivity that you are supposed to be working on during this time. You are not supposed to have this all figured out. That's not how this works. This life. In tarot, this is a tool. We are the power. We are the channelers. We are the mechanics. And we give the tools the power to help us. Spirit is letting you know, if you go back to that law of attraction reading that I gave you earlier, it answers this for you, but you're not wanting to hear it. Sometimes it is right in front of our face, blatant, what we are supposed to know, and we will let it go in one ear, out the other, because we're focused on the exact timeline. We're so focused on wanting to happen, we literally are stunting ourselves from seeing the 3D signs right now that are giving you the confirmation to keep going. There is more to this connection. This is not a connection that is causing distraction. This is a connection that's causing you to grow, to go into shadow work. My friend, there is more, but it's not yet time. And Spirit says you know everything you need to know up to this point. So, if you go back to the reading I gave you earlier today, and the reading I gave you on the last live stream, because I do remember, this is going to triple confirm everything I just said. Okay? So in the future, my friend, when you ask for another reading, you need to ask about a different subject. This is where I have to put a boundary with certain people who continue to ask me the same questions, but expect a different answer or outcome. That's not going to happen. Alrighty? So going forward, and I remember you the story time, and I remember all of this. If you ask the same question again, I will respect your energy exchange by giving you a reading, but it won't be regarding that question. It will be on a different topic of your life. So now we are in communication, we are in agreement, and we are going forward all together. Thank you. Alrighty. Number 5. Number 5. Who is this? 𝗧𝗓𝗓. You are wanting a general love pool. I got you, homie. What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? Right now, you're just wanting to have straightforward actions. You're wanting to make sure, is this connection really going to be able to ever transfer into something more? Are you juggling all these shoes? So it kind of almost feels like maybe you're the energy of somebody that's like a single mom, or you've had to really growing up, you had to take care of, like, at a time in your life when you were supposed to be just living, experiencing, being a kid, being a teenager. You had to grow up fast. There was other shoes you had to worry about putting on their feet. It just seems like you've always had so much responsibility. And you're like, when am I going to have a masculine in my life who can just take the reins? You're like, my whole life I had to grow up so fast. And now, you're like, I'm just hyper independent. I don't need somebody, but it would be nice. Spirit says right now you are calling in a divine masculine. There's a man. He has darker features. More of a slender, like a swimmer's body build. That's entering your life if he hasn't already. And this is something Spirit says, like, it's not too good to be true. When this person arrives, if they haven't already, because that span of time you meeting, I see it's like this. It's any day now, or it literally just happened. This is somebody that you're going to invest into the future, and this is somebody where just because you are a lone soldier, just because you can do everything by yourself, or that you have, doesn't mean you're supposed to, doesn't mean you have to. You have attracted in a true wish fulfillment partner. And 2026 is your year in love. You're not going back. You're going forward. Alrighty. Alright, number 6, Billy Marie. Number 6, Billy Marie. You are asking for a general pool. Feels like there's something that's been embraced within feminine energy around you. You've found a balance. All right, there's somebody where you're wanting to figure out, is this too good to be true? Like, is there actually going to be a future? Are you guys planning for something, or is there empty promises being given from a masculine? What I see is intentions from the very beginning were to meet you halfway. His intentions right now are to continue to bring you that balance and not say anything out of his ass. This is a man that means what he says. When he says it's time for something, but it's happened, when he says, I want to do this now, but we have to plan for the future, it's solid. When they say, you know what, right now, it's time to go, it's time to take that leap of faith, and I'm not going to tell you we're going to do something if I'm not actually going to do it, like, all the conversations I'm seeing with this masculine is somebody that's like straight up, and they can see through outside the seat. They're not going to let any opinions get in the way of your connection. Right now in your life, they are calling you to trust that you have also entered your winning era regarding love. That you are somebody in 2026 that is in full force chariot mode. This is your year in love. And the only one that's going to stop it is you by not believing it. All right, number 7. Number 7 was Ian. All right, Ian, what I got for you? You would like a general pool. What do I got for you? What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? All right, well, there's somebody that definitely wants to meet you halfway. They feel very, like, it's like when you're not together, they don't feel, they don't feel balanced. It's not a codependent thing. It's just like, it's that feeling of like, you complete me. I can go to work. I can go be by myself. I need my alone time, etc. But not having you in my life is what feels empty. Like knowing you're there, knowing You're a phone call away. You're one drive away. You're all I want. You've attracted in a healthy partner. If you are the masculine in this dynamic, I see the way your feminine sees you is she feels the safest with you that she's ever been with a partner. You're kind, you're considerate, you show her you do not want to pressure her into anything. But you still also have this very good protective side. She sees that she gets a form of your feminine nature that nobody else in this world can have. That's your nurture, your compassion, your sympathy, your sensitivity. Spirit wants you to know that you are on the right track. You've had definitely exes in the past that mistook your kindness for weakness, your ability. Also, I see that something you've overcame is maybe you used to be a person that felt like you had to give in love. Your identity of being a good partner or being deserving of a partner was like what you could do for somebody. Until you separated from these connections, you never would have met this person. There was a long walk of life that you felt you were doing alone. You got to a place though where you're like, you know what? I kind of feel numb, but I'd rather feel numb in love than feel like I'm throwing myself down a well for a person. And then out of nowhere, you're just guided. I see you're just guided. You're just going forward. You're allowing yourselves to be in new places, new opportunities, and Spirit aligns you with this energy. And instantly there was just this feeling of like, I know you. And it doesn't matter if other people think this is going too fast. The energy I'm seeing with this is like two magnets that have had so many barriers put in between them. So they couldn't actually even feel each other. But every single time you guys were shitting a karmic connection, etc., it was like the pull was getting closer and closer until that last one was gone and you collide, like you connected. And nothing is going to, this is one of these divinely guided unions. Nothing's going to get in this way of this connection if you don't let others get into your heads. I see that there's been a lot of effort already. Trying to find the right way to say what I'm feeling, because my visions or my messages come in visions and feelings. I don't get words. I have to turn them into words to explain it to you. It feels like somebody has already tried to come break down the house, but you have such sturdy bones. AKA somebody's already tried to rock the boat, mess with your connection, get in either your head or your person's head, and it's just not working because you two have both you both have done a lot of work to trust yourself. So this is a connection that's meant to continue forward. All right, number 8. Amber, is Andy going to align with you romantically? Is Andy going to align with you romantically? All right, so right now, the way he is seeing you, he sees you as somebody that's kind. He sees you as wanting to not put the dynamic too far in the future. But right now, I can't really give you. I've been at peace with fate so long about this connection. All right, so there's still more to your guys' story. But again, it would be too soon. It would be too soon for this to fly forward. There are other connections that are going to be in your life. I can see that you've been thinking about Andy more recently. And maybe there was something you thought was going to work out that actually didn't. So you're wondering now, like, if those plans fell through, does that mean the connection with Andy is the true connection, the one that you're just waiting for? And Spirit says this is not something that's waiting for. There is a sense of needing to release your anxieties. And understand it doesn't have to be now or never. There are still so many more decisions that have to be made to make sure that he really is truly going to be like your romantic partner. Because nothing is cemented in stone with this connection. It doesn't feel Like, he has even rolled the dice yet. There's certain parts of his inner work he hasn't done. Spirit wants you to allow new love to continue to, like, embrace putting yourself in opportunities where you can find a healthy dynamic. It's not one or the other. So there is an unfinished story with Andy. That does not mean that story is forever fruition. That does mean, though, that going into 2026, you can't expect communication from him. Alrighty. All right, number 9, Shirley Faith. You are here for a general pull. I got you. What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? All right, so there was a secret that was revealed to you. And it's not something that, like, upset you. If anything, the secret was something that brought you a lot of relief. But for this new beginning to continue to flourish, it feels like there's certain things you have to drop your bags with. Maybe there's been certain friends or places, mindsets that can't continue the journey because they're putting too much weight. Like, you've figured out what you want. And you've never been more assured in a connection. This person makes you see how much you settled for in the past and how misbalanced your law of attraction has been by overgiving to others. This is a true, like, masculine force that wants to take your burdens from you. Knows they can't do everything, but will do anything that they can. Spirit's letting you know that you're gonna have a choice to make. And the choice is picking what truly aligns with your future, not what has been a safety net of your past. Alrighty. Alrighty. Number 10, Lindsay. Okay, Lindsay, you're asking for a mediumship reading. I will go ahead and do that. But in the future, if you can please look at the description of the live. Mediumship readings are not in that category, but I understand how sensitive the topic is. Please, just in the future, look in the description, okay? All right, so what messages does she have? She wants him to know that he did everything he could. I know that what I'm hearing is the beginning of their relationship, it was like, something felt like it was deteriorating from her. Like her personality, or this could even be her health or something. But what she wants him to know is she never felt like he didn't see her like this. No matter what happened, no matter how much changed, he always looked at her like the most beautiful woman in the world. She never felt unseen by him. She's saying that he can't see himself as... She doesn't want him to lose the light of life. That there's so much more to still live for. And she's here in a different way. She sent him... Let him know that 2 forms of animal guides I see she's going to send him messages. There's 2. There's a mythical one, and then there is like a real insect. Spiders are going to be a tremendous sign from her, but also like dragons. So dragons will come in like literature and illustrations and patterns, etc. But he will see messages all the time from her. And there is something about like a stone or an engraving that's really important There's an this could be like, it's definitely like engraving into something, and I don't know if it's necessarily like a tombstone or etc., but it feels like handwriting. Maybe he's been thinking about getting a tattoo or something to honor her, and there's just something about engraving her handwriting, and she's telling me that you'll know what that means, but this is the most I can do right here for a mediumship reading. If you want to dive further into that, I absolutely be honored to. You just need to reach out to me to schedule a personal reading, okay? Alrighty, number 11. Number 11 is Tiffany. Alrighty, what I got for you? What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? You're somebody that helps free distractions. Alright, so you've overcame a very toxic relationship, and there's something about you where you know you're meant to help. Like, your story is meant to help other people not have to go through the same pain. You've been called to tell your story. Like, this could be literally like going online and speaking your story or writing a book. But there is something within you where you are right that your story can change fucking lives. There's an imposter syndrome right now in your life that they are telling you need to release. Everything you went through, trying to find the way that it's the words to say what I'm feeling with this. You already know everything was worth it. Like, you came out alive. You came out successful. But there is still more. There is still more positivity. There is still more purpose you can spread from your experience. Like, Spirit says, don't play it small. You could be somebody that, it's almost an energy of helping women or feminines in general, etc., leave toxic relationships, like the signs. Passing on knowledge that you wish you would have had, but now you do. You need to speak your mind. You need to tell your story. All right, then number 12, which was Amber's Law of Attraction poll for becoming a member of my channel. All right, if you'd like to become a member, there's also a join button next to my name on like the videos and etc. What is Amber's Law of Attraction as we speak? You're not feeling the best about yourself. There's a little bit, you've broken self-illusion on thinking that it was going to be easy to get over a certain connection, or that, like, for a while maybe you were denying that you still felt something for this person, or you were distracting yourself with another connection, and it didn't happen this other connection did not end up maybe lasting as long as you thought, or out of nowhere there was a switch. And it's just making you feel like insecure. But what Spirit is telling you is this was a divine intervention. This person, they taught you something for a moment, but they were just a karmic connection. Not a soul tie, not a soulmate. They were a person in passing. They were part of the wind. They were part of the current that you needed to experience. But going into 2026, your law of attraction and love can only advance if you are seeing yourself with that inner and outer beauty. Right now, Spirit's letting you know your law of attraction, it's not that it's low, but there is a slow-moving energy because you have to reclaim that self-love. You do that, you're making everything happen for a reason, and you're switching. This year in love, go with me here. This year in love can be easy because with the right person, let me say this, I'll say it actually this way. This year in love can be effortless because when the right person comes in, they will make it clear as day every single day how much they care about you, that they're willing to do the work, and that you don't need to do any form of chasing. There's still two connections that you're going to be experiencing in this year. One is a person who's returning, like we talked about, but there's a whole other energy you haven't met yet. And this is going to be a person where you have to make a decision with. but you just simply need to right now get out of your head regarding your worth. And the last thing they really want to say is, don't stop getting yourself out there. Don't cave. Don't go backwards. This is the year of no doubts for you. Alrighty. Alright, so that's it for the guaranteed super chatters for today's readings. I'm going to now notate everybody that has put themselves in the list, and you will be the first answered on my next live stream. Remember, these are recorded, so if you can't make it to my next live stream, simply, when you get the notification that the recording has been posted, you can go into the beginning part, and your answer will be right there in the beginning part. Alrighty. So, number 1 on our next live stream is 𝗨𝗡𝗙𝗧𝗏𝗪37. You would like a general pool, and you are a Cancer. Thank you for that. Number 2 on our next is going to be Roxanne. Roxanne Gordon. 𝗪𝗏𝗦𝗘𝗧. And it looks like you have been a member for 8 months. Awesome. We will give you a law of attraction pull for renewing for the 8th month in a row. Alright, and it looks like that is it for the people that put themselves on the list. If you guys are interested in receiving a personal reading with yours truly, you can go to my website that's linked in my bio after I get off this stream. That's 𝗨𝗡𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗡.com, and you can request a reading there. Also, if you are interested in joining me for the if you are interested in joining me in the Utah Rocky Mountains for a hiking adventure later on in this year in June, I got an epic opportunity for you. So every year, guys, I host a spiritual retreat. Last year, in 2025, it was Bali. 2024 was Colorado, and 2025 is Utah. So this hiking, camping-based adventure, just as physical as it is, it's spiritual. We, all throughout the 6 days, are constantly learning organic lessons and having these like life-changing experiences together. But on top of that, here are some of the activities. We're going whitewater rafting, horseback riding. Everybody gets a one-on-one reading with me in the mountains. And we're going to have a tarot workshop session where we surround ourselves at the campfire. And I teach you guys how to learn some beginner tarot spreads. And I also give you some tarot cards and spiritual tools you get to take home with you. At this time, I need 4 more spots to be filled for this to be 100% guaranteed. If you claim one of those 4 spots, I have added $222 off of the trip if you claim one of those spots. I have to have these spots filled by March 28th. March 28th is the cutoff for this trip. If you would like to join, I highly suggest you go look at the trip site. The way you can get to the trip site is also if you go, after I get off this stream, to my bio, you're going to see you're going to see where it says click here for the Utah adventure. That's going to pull you up to the trip page. To claim your spot, you only need to put a 25% down deposit on the trip, and then you have all the way until March 28th to pay off the remainder. Also, there is financing through Affirm. Affirm has 3 options, which is a 6-month, a 12-month, and a 19-month option. And it's no credit check. So simply going ahead and applying to see if you are eligible to receive it will not affect your credit at all. Nothing will happen. You will just know. If you are interested in joining, I would be honored to have this experience with you. And after looking at the trip site, if you do have any questions, feel free to go ahead and send me an email at contact@offprintmint.com. But remember, these next 4 spots will receive $222 off the trip. Go ahead and claim it while it's still there. this is where I'm going to go ahead and sign off for our live tarot today, my friends. I will be back later this week to do more live tarot with y'all. The YouTube lives, they're not any specific days or times. They are when I, throughout the week, can find more time to get on here and do additional readings for you guys. I love you all. You have a great rest of your night, morning, evening, and I'll see you next time. Let's get it.